For decades, getting behind the wheel of a car meant relying on a dedicated set of physical instruments: needles, gears, and deep tactile dials. For 25 years, BMW treated this driver-focused layout as absolute doctrine. They gave you an angled binnacle, two analog dials placed dead ahead, and a rotary knob you could operate entirely by feel. These components were dedicated physical objects. They provided immediate legibility, offering a constant spatial anchor to help the driver orient themselves while moving at high speeds. The traditional dashboard served as a psychological tether. It connected human intuition directly to the mechanical reality of the machine. But in the 2026 iX3, the first production car built on BMW's new Neue Klasse architecture, the entire instrument cluster has been deleted. There is no hooded pod in front of the steering wheel. The glass binnacle is gone. The analog dials have vanished. They've even dropped the tactile iDrive rotary controller. The brand that invented the knob has gone on the record to say their owners don't actually miss it. We are moving from a century of rigid tactile certainty into a space where information appears only as a digital apparition, which raises a practical question. What exactly is a cockpit once the main physical anchors are carved out? BMW has traded mechanical layout for a minimalist void, shifting the basic assumptions of how a driver should operate a car. BMW replaced the cluster with panoramic vision. Data is projected onto a matte black band across the entire windshield base. 9 widgets sit here. The driver's 3 are fixed: speed, range, and drive mode. The passenger's 6 are configured from the central touchscreen. But it's important to understand the medium here. This projection band is not an embedded screen. The hardware is a projector buried deep inside the dashboard, aimed upward to throw light onto a specially coated section of the windshield glass. Vital driving data has left the realm of dedicated mechanical objects. It is now light, painted onto a shared, transparent surface. In a controlled design studio, this clean horizon looks flawless, but a car cabin is a highly volatile environment. When low winter sun hits straight through the lower windshield, the direct light washes out the projected readout, exactly where the driver needs to look. Most drivers wear polarized sunglasses to combat that exact glare. Depending on their specific polarization, those lenses can dim or completely kill a projected display. Then there are the internal disruptions: a dusty dashtop scattering the light, a reflection from a coffee cup, a passenger's bright widgets bleeding directly into the driver's peripheral sightline. BMW even hints at the danger of sensory overload by building in a silent mode that strips the display back to just those 3 essential widgets. And on a functional level, third-party navigation apps like Waze are completely locked off this new projection surface. Projecting data onto glass relies on a fragile set of conditions. A golden hour render might look perfect, but it hides the messy, lived reality of actual driving. The wider automotive industry is actively pulling back from this level of digital reliance. Volkswagen recently committed to re-adding physical buttons to their interiors after years of consumer backlash against touch-only controls. European safety regulators are also pushing back, implementing strict new Euro NCAP protocols for 2026. The updated safety testing rewards the use of discrete, physical controls that a driver can locate and operate without taking their eyes off the road. Yet, BMW is steering directly into this headwind on pure corporate conviction. They are betting that a clean, projected horizon communicates a futuristic appeal faster than a physical binnacle communicates safety. This forces a stark choice between defining design through aesthetic purity or defining it through the functional reliability of a tactile cabin. This architectural decision is locked in long before a car reaches the assembly line. It is frozen the moment the body in white is tooled. It requires a specialized coating baked directly into the windshield glass and a massive volume carved out of the structural dashboard to house the projector. You cannot simply retrofit a physical instrument binnacle back into a car that was engineered without the physical space for one. Stripping away analog anchors gives the cabin a striking minimalist look, but it permanently trades unshakable legibility for a fragile aesthetic. Removing a core component is an irreversible architectural choice, proving that conviction is always cheaper to render than it is to retrofit.